All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Eddie Live Show, episode number 231. I've got Serg the Dreamer. How you doing, brother?
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. We're talking about doing this a little bit later, but I thought let's squeeze it in before Chinese New Year because you're a busy man, right? Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit busy. Okay, perfect. Well, I actually want to dive in, and I love the music. So why don't do you want to start with a song, or should we start chatting first?
Sure.
Let's start a song.
Let's start with a song.
Let's start with a song. Up to you. Let's go.
Right now, at my hometown, around minus 30 degrees.
Okay.
And my mother yesterday sent me the pictures of my yard, which full of snow.
Okay.
So to be honest, being here in this beautiful district, Tianmu, for the first time in my life.
Really? Congrats.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome.
I really miss this atmosphere of snow. So the first song I would like to start is called Snowflakes.
Snowflakes. Okay, let's start.
Winter time and I'm feeling fine, kissed by the sun. Snowflakes spin around my babe, just like the one. Come on ladies, sing along that song for me. Feeling glad, feeling high, feeling free. Chorus spinning round, round, round. Baby, I can get enough of the summer winter sound. Let me see you dance. Chorus spinning round, round, round. Baby, I can get enough of the summer winter sound. Let me see you dance. So many snowflakes, so many snowflakes. I'm going out to taste and taste. So many snowflakes, so many snowflakes, so many snowflakes, so many snowflakes. Clap your hands. Yeah, yeah. Cold, so cold, but gold. She's gold, melting on my lips, magic crystal kiss. Let this last forevermore. We stand in the moonlight, shining like rock stars. That summer winter sound connected our hands, and chorus spinning round, round. Our hearts are full of love. That summer winter sound. Now everybody dance. So many snowflakes, so many snowflakes. I'm going out to taste and taste. So many snowflakes, so many snowflakes, so many snowflakes, so many snowflakes. Clap your hands.
All right. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. That's beautiful. So, you've been in Taiwan now for how long?
I think over 3 years already.
Okay, so you haven't been back for any Russian Christmases in that time?
Not really. Not really. Yeah.
So how does your Saint Petersburg Christmas, sort of your winter, your snow, and all that stuff differ from here?
Well, firstly about the Christmas, we have, Christmas not like in Taiwan. We have 7th of January.
Yeah, the Russian Christmas, right?
Russian Christmas.
It's a different Christmas, yeah. Okay.
Different one, yeah.
But also still in the winter time, right?
It's
yeah.
In the winter time.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not the main holiday in Russia. The main holiday is New Year from 31st of December to 1st of January. This is the most important holiday in the whole year.
Really? Yeah. In Russia? New Year's Eve?
All the family gather together. It's like Thanksgiving in America.
Okay. So that's the big one. Okay, I didn't know that. I know that I've been here for a long time, and the first time I was here, I was going to go for a Christmas party, and it was in January. And I had some friends, and they said, "Oh, we're going to a Russian Christmas party," and that was the first time I heard about it. And I said, "Russian Christmas party?" They said, "Yeah, Russia has in January Christmas." Yeah, so that's pretty cool, man. Very cool. It was great. I had a good time. Of course, hanging and drinking with some friends. Long time ago. So, what inspired you to start to record music?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I was living on the third floor, and on the fifth floor there was a house, 5 floors. House
Okay,
is
sure.
like typical. It's called like Khrushchev house when the Khrushchev was the president of Soviet Union.
Okay.
You know, they make like copy paste a lot of the same houses. So I was
okay.
living in a house like that, and since my grandfather time, I had old Soviet Union guitar at home. It's
Okay.
like so strong guitar you cannot break even if you hit it on the
Really?
ground. Yeah, it's like was made for centuries.
Really? Well, that's great.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
okay.
I was watching to this guitar since I was kid until I was 14, and then one day I throw the garbage and go up to return to my apartment, and I met the neighbor of mine. He was around 70 years old,
Okay.
man,
Yep.
and he was in the past professional guitar player.
Okay.
So he asked me like, would you like to come to my home and practice for free? I teach you.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how I start to play
Okay.
guitar when I was 14 years
Okay.
old.
I was gonna say 14. Okay. Okay. So you started to play. You started to practice with the unbreakable Russian guitar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that Russia had the unbreakable guitar. Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool. Okay. Okay. And so you trained with him. You practiced with him from 14, and then what was the next step in your
And then
journey?
he died when I was 16. So after 2 years, I went to the army because
Okay.
I signed the contract with the Ministry of Defense for 5 years.
Okay.
So and there we had no opportunity to play any music instruments because like it's only.
How was the army in Russia?
It was a lot of cleaning.
A lot of cleaning?
A lot of most of the time we just clean everything
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So-
And you were 16.
Yeah, 17 or
17,
16.
16,
yeah,
17. Okay. And so you went to the army for
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shoot! I was gonna say 1 year. Okay.
Not exactly.
5 years. Okay. So you went for 5 years, and then is that like a 5-year deal? And then you decide if you want to stay, or how does it work? Sort of.
Yeah, it's five years deal, and then they offer you the new contract, and it's
Okay.
up to you. So
And then
when
you
I finished,
decided-
I realized when I was 21, I'm not going to do this again.
Okay. Well, you don't look very much older than 21, man.
Thank you so much.
So you got to let me know how old you are. I mean, if you don't mind me asking.
I'm 33 at the
Really?
moment.
Oh my
Yeah,
God! Because you look like I would say 20, 23,
Thank you,
24.
thank you.
Okay, so I was gonna say that was only a couple years ago. So we're missing a lot of the story in the
a
middle.
lot of
So
stories.
you stopped that, and then you decided to go back into music.
Oh no, I used to work on some kind of television and information agency
Okay,
as
okay.
a journalist. By the way, because of that job, I'm finally here.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
like 10 years ago when I was in one of the biggest information agencies in Russia, we've got invitation from Taiwanese government. Taiwanese government
Oh.
sent, it's like something like summer political camp. They sent invitation to different like Ministry of Foreign Affairs, information agencies, TV agencies, then some another like companies like that.
Okay.
And it was Russian, Israel, Ukrainian, Kazakhstan, I guess.
Really?
So from this kind of post-Soviet Union countries. So we've got invitation to visit Taiwan for 2 weeks, and Minister of Foreign Affairs was paying the bill.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you got lucky, and you were one of the guys to come.
Yeah, sort of. I came here to write some news about LuxGen Motors Company.
Okay, I know it. Yeah.
It was like that.
Okay. Okay.
So the
and-
first
and
time I
that's
came
what brought
here
you
2 weeks ago, for 2 weeks, 10
Okay.
years ago, and the first time I came to Taiwan, and I thought it's not a bad place. So in the future, later I came here again to study Chinese for a while,
Okay.
and then I stayed to work.
Okay. Okay. So you came to study, And how long did you stay in your? Was it one of those like intensive Chinese courses where you go
It's
5,
like
6 days a
around
week?
1 year, yeah, intensive, like Wonghua by the way, the broccoli, your ex-guest,
Yes,
we
yeah,
used
yeah.
to learn Chinese with
Oh,
him
really?
together.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's how you saw the podcast.
The difference
actually, right?
is
Very
I was fired from this course,
Oh, really?
earlier than he did.
cool. Oh, okay.
Because
okay.
of I had some kind of disease
Gotcha,
as
okay.
alcohol problem, serious
Okay,
alcohol problem.
okay.
So and I didn't pass the final exam, so they kicked me
Understand,
out even if I pay
understand.
money.
Understand.
Yeah.
No, I understand. Actually, that was one of the main questions I wanted to ask you. You were telling me that what you just said, you had, you maybe a lot too much alcohol, so, alcoholic maybe, and now you were 500 plus days, no alcohol, no cigarettes. Congratulations, man, first
Thank
of
you.
all.
Where's my medal?
Yeah, I'll buy you lunch. How about that?
How about the best beer in this bar for me?
Hey,
right now?
Hey, okay, we can do that if you want, but I don't
I'm
want to be.
joking, yeah.
I don't want to be responsible for.
So what
for
is
that,
the
yeah.
best beer you have at the moment?
So we have eight different craft beers on tap, all local Taiwanese ones. So we have like a lager, like from Red Point. We've got different IPAs. We have like a red ale, a dark beer. We've got a nice. So if you do want beer is good here. I don't want to offer you beer though. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guy.
Any foreign beer in your bar?
Yeah, so of course, because of Mexican restaurant, we have Corona, right? So
Corona, right.
That's just because people sometimes want Corona with their food. But what we try to do is we make Mexican food here, but we use all the local ingredients, like we grind corn and stuff. Everything's from here. So we try to push all the local stuff because it's fresh. So I have a pretty good relationship
Yes.
with most of, if not all of the breweries in Taiwan. So I order directly from them, and then when they have it made, they ship it here on
Yeah,
refrigerated truck.
nice, fresh.
It stays fresh in our fridge. It never gets warm. So it's pretty good. Yeah. So we don't have any local beer on tap. Foreign beer on tap, but yeah, we have 8 taps of local beer, different style lagers, IPAs, and cream ales, and red ale and dark beer and stuff. So yeah, we try to give a nice
Any
selection.
non-alcohol beer for the people like
We
500 days?
we had some people ask before, and we looked and we couldn't really find, but now we don't have right now, but I heard now some importers are starting to bring. I don't think there's anything local non-alcoholic, but they're bringing in some stuff.
Sounds
so
good.
yeah,
Sounds good.
so yeah, when I have that, I invite you for a non-alcoholic
Would
beer.
happy
Yeah.
to come. I like this place.
Thanks,
Amazing
man.
atmosphere.
Appreciate it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Nice.
We actually do like live music, and we'll do like a karaoke night. We'll show like the UFC fights and stuff like that. Like we try to make it a pretty lively place, and it's all the stuff that I miss, the Mexican food from home, but also we have like Western stuff like chicken wings and stuff, just a lot of stuff that I miss from back home. So I try to put everything here, and I think I'm not the only one missing it. So hopefully, yeah, so far so good.
Amazing.
Man. Brother, amazing. You want to do one more song, another song here, or we keep chatting? I'm happy to chat. I'm happy to chat.
Another song.
You want to do a song? Okay, let's do a song.
Okay, we are in Taipei.
We're in Taipei, yes.
So I should probably sing a song which is relative to this city.
Perfect. If you've got one, that's amazing. Yeah?
Before I used to know Taiwanese girl. Her stage name is Baby Alice.
Okay.
And she's amazing, like singer and rapper.
Okay.
And like a few years ago, we make a song together with her.
Oh, nice collab
so
action.
I think
Okay.
It's the best place ever to play this song. Being in one of the most beautiful districts of Taipei ever been, Tianmu.
Yes.
The song is called Maybe Yes. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe sex, I don't know. Tell me first who you are, let me take you loo-la-la. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe sex, I don't know. Tell me first who you are, let me take you loo-la-la. She's standing down the road, I'm a brave guy. I was living on my own, but right now I need her phone. Oh, this baby, stay with me. Close my eyes and count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Would this baby be with me? Came and asked her number. What's your number? heart is beating louder. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe sex, I don't know. Tell me first who you are, let me take you loo-la-la. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe sex, I don't know. Tell me first who you are, let me take you loo-la-la. Everyone says I'm a princess alone in my watching tower, waiting an hour, but no one comes with the rope, so I'm here on my own, living in Nirvana, in Havana. So I badly need a professional thing, gonna steal my heart like a churn motif. I'm gonna give this girl only one single chance, so baby close your eyes and I'm gonna say yes. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe sex, I don't know. Tell me first who you are, let me take you loo-la-la. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe sex, I don't know. Tell me first who you are, let me take you loo-la-la.
Hey, all right. Thank you guys. Appreciate it, man. So, what inspires you to create and to write? And how often are you writing new songs? Because it sounds like you've got a lot of songs here, and they're quite deep sounding. So, yeah, what inspires you to create new
especially
music?
the previous one was super deep.
Okay. I know. I'm trying. Okay. Well,
No, I mean.
Okay.
It was deep,
Yeah.
but it's
I'm
not
sure.
in a direct way.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
as we return to the question about the alcohol.
Yeah, actually, I would love to keep going with that because I don't want to skip that.
Yeah, because like this question and the previous question, they are connected.
Okay.
The first song I record, when I was 14 and I started to play guitar.
That's when
I had a friend, and his father, he has a garage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like old punk rock style. So we
Nice.
usually gathered in a garage, take a beer and stuff, and try
yeah.
to make something even we don't know how to play.
Okay.
It was just for fun. So later when I was like 23, and then addiction becomes stronger.
Yeah.
I still play some music, and I was walking the next day after New Year near a small town near Saint-Petersburg, and then I got super strong hangover.
Oh, yeah.
At like 1st of January, it's nighttime, and I was near the temple, and there was a lot of snow on the ground, millions like of crystals, very beautiful. The moon reflected in the snow. It's amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's in Russia. Yeah. And suddenly I've got a voice in my head, and the voice was singing like da 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 da.
Okay.
And I was like, what is that? And later, like after a few minutes, the voice kept going to sing like so many snowflakes, so many snowflakes. By the
Okay.
way, that was the first song I used
Yeah,
to
I
sing.
know. Yeah.
So, and then that voice started to tell me some kind of melodies, and it's not every time the voice comes, but something like from the out of space. I just wake up, for example, and I already, like few minutes, I know what to play and what words to say, what melody to say. It's already
That's
came.
cool, man.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
so
really
it's,
cool.
I cannot explain how it happened, but it's just
It's
coming.
like some
so-
divine, something divine
So
is coming
I've
in.
got
Okay.
a lot of songs. Even I tried to sell the songs because I already have more than 100 songs on my computer.
You've written a
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
wow.
the melodies and.
How do you feel about being like like I know you're a performer and you're a musician, but what do you like if you're selling songs? You're okay being a songwriter as well?
I'm happy to sell the songs, but
Okay.
Still don't have this opportunity, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, if you guys are looking for some songs,
Yeah,
this is the man
I have
right
a lot
here.
of
Yeah.
songs, different styles. Welcome.
Okay. So quickly, one more thing about the alcohol. 500 days off,
Oh, yeah.
right? And that's that. Again, I don't want to. That's amazing. That's amazing. So when did you get to the point where you felt like I gotta start day one? Because now you're day 100, 500 plus, right? And then what was like day? I mean, I'm sure it was very difficult.
Yeah.
But what was the decision when you said, now, this is day one, I'm stopping?
it was not like that.
Oh, no,
I mean,
okay.
if you make a plan like since tomorrow or since now day one, it
Yeah.
never works.
It doesn't.
like
I
that.
know.
So
That's why I'm
firstly,
asking.
environment is very important because
Okay.
the environment I grow up and all my friends, like 90% are using alcohol every
Sure,
day,
sure,
everyday
sure.
stuff, and not only beer but stronger drinks.
Sure.
So and you know, when you drink, you've got the problem with your health.
Sure.
But it cannot stop you because this is a tradition.
In Russia.
I cannot say that everyone drink like that, but
Okay.
a lot of people I know do like that. So it's tradition. It's not like in France or in Spain where
Okay.
I was working, when the people can, you know, drink a bottle of wine during the lunch and then stop and,
Then stop.
and go
Okay.
to work.
Understand.
Yeah, but if we make one sip, we need to be super drunk, or there is no point to drink alcohol if it cannot hit your heart, in my opinion.
So you drinking to get drunk. Right?
I always
Got
was
it.
drinking,
Okay.
drinking, and I've got a problem with my health. I lose money, I've got
Gotcha.
trouble, and then it's like a circle.
Okay.
And then one day I wake up, and I try to raise my left hand.
Okay.
It's with this one.
Yeah.
And my brain like makes a signal to the fingers, like I need to raise them up.
Yes.
And suddenly I cannot raise it, and I don't understand,
wow.
like, what is that? Then I try to do the same signal to my left feet, and I cannot raise it. And
Oh,
I think,
wow.
oh my God! So
Okay.
then I go to hospital because I thought it's some kind of brain stroke because my father
Sure.
had the same problem.
Gotcha.
And they say, okay, it's like some problem with the nerves because of alcohol, and they recommend me to stop.
To stop.
And what
Yeah.
I did, of course, I return home and I become super drunk.
Okay.
Because,
Okay.
because even that cannot stop.
Yeah. Wow.
But you ask me what was the day one.
Yeah.
One day I just wake up, and I was so clear in my mind, and I just realized that it's over. And
It's over.
So,
Okay.
so there was not special signal. So I think the destiny and your destiny will tell you when it's time, or you will feel this moment. It's not like I will stop since tomorrow. With alcohol, it doesn't work like this, like with the drugs the same.
Okay.
So, yeah. But of course, it's a serious problem, and if you have a strong addiction, maybe it's
Sure.
good to go to medical help to the
Okay.
hospital or somewhere. Yeah.
Where were some of the challenges when you decided, okay, you're on your day one, right? Well, I mean, there must be cravings and stuff like that, I guess, right? Like if you want to quit something, it must be it's for sure difficult, right?
Especially when it's like everywhere around.
Everybody's
you.
drinking. Yeah. Okay. Was there any like one challenge that you feel like you had to overcome, and then you're like, okay, smooth sailing now?
My favorite beer before in Taiwan was Taiwan Pijo Sebadian 18 days.
Okay, 18
Amazing.
days, sure.
I like it so much.
Okay.
So I have a careful near my home,
Okay.
and there a huge refrigerator with a discount beer.
We used to
that's
have
the
that on-
biggest challenge for me every day when I go to buy food, you know.
Sure. We used to have that here on tap, actually, and it's
Really?
just like
Wow. Amazing
yeah,
beer.
on tap is
Taiwanese.
amazing too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fresh.
Okay. Good.
Amazing
good.
stuff.
And then, so that's the challenge. Okay. And how has that now that you're being sober? Because usually when people think about musician and like rock and roll, it's always like sex, drugs, rock and roll, right? So now that you're off of all that stuff, has your music improved, changed? How has it changed for you?
No, I have none of these three things.
Okay.
I'm really getting older.
I understand.
Yeah, I just play music with my friends. Now I have a holiday in my school, so I don't need to work. And
Okay.
I every day try to play music. We go to live stream on YouTube. We go to different places. Like next Monday we are going to perform in Thailand. Then we go into Hong Kong. So I feel very happy to play music for people on the street like a
Beautiful.
busker.
Yeah. So that is you with are they Taiwanese friends? Are they Russian friends? Are they from everywhere?
One guy, he's from Hungary.
Okay.
Yeah, another one, he's Russian.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys can travel around and play.
Yeah.
That's
something
pretty
like that.
awesome, man. Okay. And you said that your day job, you're teaching.
Yeah,
teaching? Okay.
I'm a teacher in a
In-
private school.
Okay. And how's that? You like that?
My kids age from 8 to 11.
Okay. And how's that?
Sometimes,
Okay, good.
sometimes
It's
it's
tough.
not easy. I mean, I look. I guess your daughter is about this age.
Yeah. She just turned 12. Yeah.
So, but it's challenging. But I like kids, and inside they hard. They most of them kind.
Yeah.
So.
Kids are great, man. I love that. Yeah, brother. Shoot. Let me pull up this picture here. Tell me a
Nice.
little bit about what's happening
Wow.
here. This is the album, right?
First English album I ever made in my life.
Yeah, look
Before
at-
I used to record Russian music, and that was English album.
Okay.
There was 3 guests on this album. One is a rapper from Israel. He lives in Taiwan.
Twist that up, keep going, you're good.
MDDM. And also Taiwanese girl Baby Alice, and also one girl from South Korea, Kiera. We make a song, Kiss Me Slowly, with her. There is 8 songs on these albums, and the topic of that record is love in different shapes and shadows, something like that.
Beautiful. Okay, so this is your first English album,
Yeah,
you're saying,
exactly.
right? So that was one of my questions was the songs you played today, the songs on there, all English. But did you start with English, or you must have started with Russian style, Russian music, singing in Russian,
Yeah,
Yeah?
of course I was
Of course.
singing in Russian originally.
like rock and roll, same style, or tell me a little about
to
that.
be honest, I already forget all
Okay.
the songs. I a long time didn't play.
So why switch to English then?
Because in Taiwan, I realize it's easier to get donations if you sing in
Okay,
English.
I understand that. Okay. That's cool. And yeah, people here, they also like to hear English, and yeah. That's cool. Very nice. Is there a big like indie music scene in Russia?
Right now, all the market quite closed because of
Okay.
the political situation.
Sure. Yeah.
But of course, there is some nice bands, underground bands.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And you also mentioned busking,
Yeah.
right? Busking, and tell me a little bit about your busking journey in Taiwan.
All right. Before that,
Sure,
I would
okay.
like to ask you about
Please.
the Mexico.
Sure.
Is the busking in Mexico is a legal thing or?
So I was born and raised in Canada. So we would go back to Mexico all the time. But I don't know legally. I don't know, but I know that in Mexico, how can I say? It's pretty corrupt, right? So you can, like, you get pulled over by the police, and then you give them $20 or something, and then they leave you alone. So it's when I was a kid going to Mexico to visit, we would go almost every summer, and I remember going through Mexico. We were driving, and my dad got there was a guy just pulling everybody over, and then my dad he gave him, I think, maybe $10 US dollars or something, and I'm being from Canada, I asked my dad, why do we have to give him money, and he's like, oh, you just have to pay. They call it the bite, la mordida. You just have to give it.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you're a kid. You ask questions. I said, well, why? He said, well, if you don't give it, maybe they just take you to jail. I said, oh, really? We didn't do anything. And he's like, it's Mexico. You just pay. So my guess is busking, I mean, is probably not that difficult, because you probably just, talk to the right person, and then you're fine.
How about Canada? Is it
Canada?
okay?
Canada's is I think it's a lot more red tape for sure, but I think it's okay everywhere, to be honest. Yeah, you just have to, just know the right people. Canada, you probably have to get a permit and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been here for 20 years, so I don't really, and I'm not a musician, so I don't know much about busking. But yeah, you definitely do see a lot, people busking in the cities, in like Vancouver, stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know the laws, unfortunately, but you can see it for sure. Yeah. You want to do some traveling over there? What do you think, the
Maybe
world
in
tour?
future.
Okay.
So if you talk about Taiwan, the busking here regulated by government,
Yeah.
and the problem is, of course, ideally you should get the license to perform, but Taiwan is a small place,
Yeah.
but Taiwan has a lot of different cities. For example,
Sure.
Taipei, Hsinchu, Taichung, blah
Yes.
blah blah.
Yeah.
And the point is that if you want to perform, for example, today in Taipei and tomorrow in Taoyuan, which is
Yeah.
20 minutes from
20
Taipei,
minutes away, yeah.
you need to get a license in Taoyuan. And then if you want to go to Zhongli, then you need to get a license in Zhongli. So all the people I know, nobody get the license.
Okay.
And
So what happens if you don't get the license?
Yeah.
Did they just tell you to leave, or do they say, hey, we're deporting you, we're taking you to jail or whatever?
Usually there is a spots where we play for already many years and nobody touch you there.
Okay.
And I was like thinking to make some vlog with the broccoli about how to get license in Taiwan, because it's a mystery. Nobody knows how to get a license, even like what site is that for foreigner.
Yeah.
So and finally I make this license
Okay.
around year ago, and the hilarious story is that I never use this license since I make this license.
Gotcha.
Because they provide you the places which is not acceptable for busking, because busking
You need people to be walking. You need walking traffic.
Only that way you got opportunity to get some coins and stuff. But if you stay somewhere in a forest, like they provide some like near the river where it's like 5 people per hour, like
the top of the mountain, no problem. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, no, I know. I've had some friends that were in the music industry, and I've been here for a long time. And also I've seen some bad stories about, let's say, a band is playing. Let's say they're playing here, live music, and one of their friends comes up, and hey, let's do a song, and they do a song. And it hasn't happened here, but I've heard that in different places where the person who actually came up just from the crowd to do a song could get in trouble, maybe get deported, maybe get whatever, like a fine, because they don't have the license or whatever for that specific location, right? Which is crazy, right? I also heard that things like volunteer. We can't volunteer for things legally as well as a foreigner. So yeah, definitely there's some weird laws out here, man. I've been here for 20 years, and I also don't have citizenship. If I want citizenship, I need to give up my Canadian, which is something that I like to share a lot as much as I can, because I know most of the Taiwanese people that I know, they don't know that, because they're Taiwanese, so they don't know that if we're a foreigner, it doesn't matter how long we're here. If we want to become Taiwan citizen, we have to give up our home country citizenship, which is crazy. Like my daughter, she has both because she's born here, so she has Canada and she has Taiwan. But me, even being here for 20 years, like I'm 45, so I've been here almost half my life, but still, even with the business, even paying a lot of tax with this business, still cannot get one without giving up my Canadian, which is crazy. It's kind of a crazy thing. Yeah. So there are definitely some weird laws for stuff like that.
So if probably somebody of Ministry of Culture would watch this interview, I have some kind of idea that probably maybe you should check the law to make one license per whole island, per whole country, and then it would be much easier to make it more legal and don't make people to violate the law.
Yeah, I think when people are busking and stuff, like, I don't think anyone's trying to do anything illegal. They don't know where to get the license. They don't know the process.
It's a whole quest to find this site and everything.
We started our restaurant with a stand 15 years ago in Danshui, and there's lots of buskers in Danshui, right? And we didn't know. We wanted to start in a night market, and we didn't know where to go, and we were just buying drinks from a lady selling drinks, and we said, how do you take this place? And she said, in Danshui at least, the person who owns the building owns the little piece of land in front, so you have to rent that little piece of land in front of Wow. But I also heard that if you do, for example, maybe Shile night market, apparently you pay, but you have to pay some kind of gangster fee. I've heard that there's a lot of that stuff all over. In Danshui, we didn't have to do it, and in this area, we haven't had to do that. So, luckily, it's kind of crazy because we don't really know, and especially coming from a completely different country, you don't know how it works, right? It's kind of crazy, man. Yeah. So busking, there's a lot of busking in Taiwan, right? Like if you go to the really busy areas, like let's say again Danshui, you have to get a license for Danshui, I guess. Yeah, sure. I'm guessing, and so
no, Danshui is Taipei.
Okay, so Danshui is Taipei. Okay, so okay, that's not that. It's still not great, but yeah. All right. You ready for another one? You look like you're ready
Yes,
for another one.
I'm ready.
Okay, all right, go for
I know
it.
that my friends waiting for me today. We are going to play music later.
Okay.
So the next song I would like to dedicate to my friends who is waiting for me, and also to all friends, because friends is one of the most important things in this world, I guess. The song is
100%.
called Friends Forever, and I never played this song live before, so it would be like special for your
I
podcast
appreciate
today.
that, man, and I love it. Thank you.
Let's try it.
Give me your hand. I wanna be your friend. Give me your hand. Friends forever. We friends forever. In this brutal world, all I see is you. You're my guiding star in the darkness. In this hopeless time, you're the only one who give me hope and kindness, kindness, kindness. Give me your hand. I wanna be your friend. Give me your hand. Friends forever. We friends forever. We're standing on the edge of infinity. Humans' life too short to hate. Love, 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 love is all we need. Let's share love, 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 love to all the people. Give me your hand. I wanna be your friend. Give me your hand. Friends forever. We friends forever. Clap your hands. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. I wanna be your friend. Give me your hand. Friends forever. We friends forever. Give me your hand. I wanna be your friend. Give me your hand. Friends forever. We friends forever.
Woo! All right. Nice.
Hey,
Thanks,
hey.
man.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, man. In a minute here, I'll give you the menu here so you can order up some dinner before
Nice.
we close it up. But yeah, I mean, speaking of food, brother, what's some of the food that you love about Taiwan? Maybe some of the food that maybe you miss from your country, from Russia. Is there
That's a good
anything?
question.
Yeah.
I think for 3 years I've been here. My brain and my taste transformed to Taiwanese. So
Okay.
when the people say like I miss my home cuisine I don't really understand, because like it was a long time in the beginning I was missing. I was trying to cook.
Okay.
Then I realized that to buy stuff in a store is much more expensive.
Yeah.
Than, you know.
You can go
and-
get some huandun mian or something, somewhere for cheap, right? Yeah, yeah. Dumplings or something's cheap. Yeah. Okay.
So finally, I just cook at home. My favorite Greek salad is since Barcelona. When I was working in a hotel, there was a chef.
Okay.
He was teaching me how to cook amazing Greek salad, and
Okay.
since those time, it's my favorite.
Still
meal.
Greek salad.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
cook
you
at
can-
home every day, almost every day.
You're able to get a nice feta cheese here. That's tough.
Yeah,
no?
but I really need huge olive, and it's not easy
Okay.
to find good olive.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Like here with a restaurant, it's tough to do that, because sometimes people are like, oh, this is good, but you know you're missing this or you're missing that. But we have to use what we have, you know, like,
Exactly.
because if you start to import stuff, in the beginning we tried to import some stuff, but by the time it comes here on a boat, it's not so fresh. It just didn't work out, and so we started with mostly just Taiwanese ingredients, and then we thought, okay, let's try to add something. But then when you import it, you can fly it in, and then it's very expensive. Or 1 month on a boat, you open up your corn and it's full of bugs and stuff. So
Oh.
it's not something that I want to eat. It's not something that I want my family to eat. It's not something that I want to serve my customers. So yeah, the fresh is important. Yeah.
So what is top 3
Sure.
meals in your restaurant?
I think in this restaurant, probably one of the tops is going to be the fish tacos. Fish tacos are like a very, so this area is very like American, right? This area.
Yeah,
So a
a
fish
lot of
taco is like a very,
foreigners.
very, it's like a kind of a California thing. So we didn't have them in the beginning, and we had so many requests. So I said, I'll put a recipe together, and that's become one of our top items. And enchiladas, we've also had enchiladas. That's one of our top items. Nachos. Of course, everybody loves the nachos, but we fry the chips fresh, and all the ingredients are fresh, so it's not like the gas station kind of crappy ones. And for Taiwanese, they will come in, and we have like a big platter, a fajita platter with chicken and pork and steak and stuff on it, where you can build your own tacos, and that is big enough, I think, for 2 people. So that's a big seller. Yeah, so that one's probably our biggest seller, because people will come in and they will always start with that, and then they can kind of share, and then maybe get something else.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think sharing food is a big part of
Exactly.
Taiwan. Yeah. So when I
Do
went
you
back,
have any promotion if you have a birthday, for example?
yeah. Actually, sure. If you come in, we'll get you a free dessert or a free drink, whatever you want, if you come on your birthday week. So yeah, people come in
Nice.
and they have a pretty good experience here, and usually business is pretty good when the weather gets a little colder. Then I think everybody eats hot pot, right? But then we
Yeah,
can feel the
exactly.
sales kind of go zzz. But yeah, so this is like I said, this is our last week. Next week we'll take 1 week off, and then we come back.
All right.
Yeah, so today
It's a really
actually,
cool place.
thanks, man.
I
Yeah,
like it.
actually, I would love to have you. I know you're far away, but if it ever works out,
For
where you're
sure,
around, come
for
down and
sure.
play some live music. Right?
I already take a look around. This Tianmu
Yeah,
district is amazing. Like
Yeah.
you have university or something.
universities are
I
there.
was there.
Yeah.
There is no security. I'd
No.
go to take a look.
Yeah.
And then I came to the rehearsal class.
Yeah.
They have a lot of music instruments. I
Yeah.
tried to play piano, drums, everything. Like
Really? Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. Then park, then shopping area, and the mountains is here.
Yeah. So this
very
area,
cool
it's
place.
is kind of like it's kind of like a little bit like a, how can you say, like a little bit more wealthy area. This little bubble here in Tianmu, and so we have like the American school here, the international school. Across the street from that is the Japanese school, and then
Wow.
maybe 10 minutes down the road is a European school. So the international schools, the big ones, are here. A lot of people, when they come from overseas, like let's say a company like Intel from the USA,
Yes.
they will send, some of their, top guys maybe to Taiwan for 2 years, 3 years. They will set them up in Tianmu, and then the kids will go to the American school. So this area, I mean, it has big sidewalks and it has nice big parks and stuff, and it's very English friendly. So yeah, it's a great area, man. It's not easy to start, like the business to start it in this area, but if it's a good area to be if you are,
Yeah.
like a kind of like one of our goals was to get to this area, because yeah, I mean, for example, when we were in Danshui, sort of at the end of the month, the business would get very slow every month, the very end of the month. And I was always curious why. So I talked to the other business owners, and they say, "Oh, 月底, right? End of the month." So because people get paid the beginning, end of the month, no one's spending anything. And then you come to like December, what happened? And they 年底, right? And like, oh, end of the year, same thing. So, but in Tianmu, the people are pickier for sure. So you have to be like involved in the community, and you have to be very you have to take care of people a lot, but they will come a lot more. So it's a pretty unique area.
How long you already
so I had another restaurant before this, was about 10 years, and then they overlapped for a few years. This location about 6 years, 6 or 7.
6
Yeah,
years
6,
already.
something
Oh.
like that. Yeah, so it's been pretty good. Of course, COVID was not great, right?
Yeah.
COVID was awful because when you cannot have people in your restaurant and you have a big restaurant, it sucks. So we kept all our staff through COVID, and we did lots of like deliveries and to go, and it was kind of crazy. Luckily, by the end of the lockdown thing, it wasn't a lockdown, but it was like 3 or 4 months of no dine-in. So by the end, we were like, oof, this is getting really tight. But then when they opened up again, people start to come back, and yeah, it was pretty good. Not bad.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. What about, so you said you are in Taichung
around Taichung.
area? Okay.
Yeah.
So why usually people, when they come here, they come to Taipei because it's capital city, or they don't want that, they go all the way to Kaohsiung or something, right?
Yeah.
So you're in the Taichung, close to Taichung area. What's the name of the area you're in?
I mean, I wouldn't say
Oh, you don't want
exactly
to say?
where,
Sorry,
where
okay,
I
okay.
live. Yeah,
That's
but
okay. Around the Taichung area.
Yeah.
So what keeps you in that area? What's in that area? Taichung is good. No.
For the long time, I used to play music on the street.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
there was one day I was performing in Changhua, and there was a woman. She came to me with her daughter, and she asked me, "Hey, I like the way you sing, but I'm I'm the head of the private English school. Would you like to work with me?"
Sure.
It was a few years ago.
Okay.
Since 2022 or
Okay.
23, I'm working.
Okay.
22, I'm working with her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Beautiful.
that's
And
why
you're
I
still
live
same
here.
school.
That's why I
Okay.
live here.
That makes sense. Okay. So you got a good job. You got a good gig. Good boss, right? And then you thought,
Yeah,
okay,
she's
that's
an
good.
amazing woman.
Okay. It's actually very lucky because I also taught here. I taught at many different schools here in the beginning, and I had some nice bosses, some really crazy ones. Like you probably hear a lot of stories from different English teachers.
Yeah.
There's some bad ones out there. So yeah, you finding a good one right at the beginning. That's pretty rare. There's a few people I know that right away they find a good place, but most of us have been we've been ripped off a lot. So yeah,
I would
it's
be
been
honest
crazy.
if I
Yeah.
say that
Yeah.
I have the best boss in the world.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It's
Okay.
not. It's very, very, very rare. You can
Okay.
meet the person when you do your job.
Yeah, just-
and nobody annoying you after that. You finish, you go.
Yeah.
Because like in Taiwan, a lot of bosses they like to call you after you finish or
Midnight. Yeah.
or like in Japan, you cannot leave until the boss is here, something like that.
Yeah, no, I know about that stuff. I would get. I remember I was applying in between schools, and I was looking at a school. Like I can't remember. I don't even want to say the name, but I was applying, and I saw this. I can't remember online, so I said, "Oh, I'm going to apply," and then so I did. I applied, and they called me to say come for interview next day, but they called me at about 12:30 midnight.
Wow.
Like they called me, they're like, "Hi, yeah, I saw your application," and I'm like, "Yeah, I applied. Yeah, thank you. What's up?" They're like, "Can you come in for a demo tomorrow?" And I'm like, "It's already midnight, so tomorrow,
Yeah.
like today, tomorrow, or tomorrow." They're like, "No, like today, tomorrow, like 9
Crazy.
p.m.
Crazy.
or sorry, 9 a.m." And I thought, so 9 hours from now, and they're like, "Yes." And I said, "Okay." It's so crazy for me
Yeah,
that
not
you would call me at
professional, not
midnight. At
professional.
midnight, I mean, I was like mid-20s. I didn't care, but also I was like, it's very, very strange. And so I went in, and I love kids. I've been coaching soccer, football since I was maybe 12, coaching 5-year-olds, and I coached all the way to Taiwan. I coached in Mexico, Canada, Taiwan, and it's been great. It's been good. I love it. So I'm really good with kids.
Wow.
And so When I went in, I always have a good relationship with kids. And the demo, they loved the demo, and everything was good. And then I can't remember something like after the demo, they said, okay, now you go to watch the main teacher, who's the owner, who's like an older Taiwanese guy. You can go to watch his class, and you can see what we want you to add. So I said, okay. And he was just like teaching math. He was kind of like a grumpy old guy, and he was just not rude, but super like direct, like you're no good at this, you're no good at this. And he's like blasting me for all this stuff. And I'm like, I have kids that I taught my first year in Taiwan 20 years ago that come to visit me here, right? They're 25 now. And I taught them when they were 5, and they remember, right? And so this guy's telling me like, no, you can, and this was not even, I wasn't even hired. I was on my like demo.
Wow.
So then I said, okay, cool. And they're like, okay, so come back tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll let you guys know a bit later, because I don't want to work. I'm not even hired yet, but I'm already getting yelled at. And I was like, wow, this is crazy, man. So yeah, there's been so many stories.
Old style.
The old style, man. The old style, yeah. But we're coming up pretty close. Do you want to do one more song, man?
For sure.
Or let me pull up some
I like
pictures.
to play songs.
Okay, I know you like to play. I know you're itching there with your guitar, so let's get another one.
Oh, all right. So the song is called 1996.
Oh yeah, that's
I would
a good
like
one.
to dedicate this song to all street artists around the world, because people can only see this image that somebody is making art on the street, but the background stories and all the preparation to this is quite exhausting. So I think, cheers to all these street musicians.
Cheers. Yes, I love street musicians, man. I love music.
So that song is called 1996.
Everyone around is crazy about the rap. Juicy Doja Cat, Lil Pump, someone else. But you don't like them, no. Still love rock and roll, Radiohead. Scarf is in your wall and your hair colored red. First time that we met, I said I have no friend. You smiled, shook my hand, welcome in, that's what you said. We crossed all the streets, sang all songs we know. When I said it's time to slow, we just got them rock and roll. 1996, the year you were born. 1996, the year you were born. My friend, my friend. Please tell me now, how can I live without you, my old friend? Please tell me now, how can I breathe without you, my old friend? First time that we met, I said I have no friend. You smiled and shook my hand, welcome in, that's what you said. We crossed all the streets, sang all songs we know. When they said it's time to slow, we just get them rock and roll. 1996, the year you were born. 1996, the year you were born. My friend, where you are now, where you are, my friend. Thank you.
1996, man. I love that. I love it. Beautiful. Bro, time flies. We're gonna have to do another show sometime. Maybe
For sure.
after you get some free time again, or maybe the summer. You got any? Yeah, because I think I still have a bunch of questions for you, and I think you still have more music that you want to play. So,
For sure.
man, yeah, it's been a good one. I want to get some food in you because before the kitchen shuts down.
Let's make some
Yeah.
music slogan to your podcast.
Oh, dude, I would love that. That would be amazing. Yeah.
How can we exactly call Eddie Live podcast or
Yeah.
Eddie Live?
Yeah, Eddie Live podcast. Well, yeah, it's yeah. People always say, "Oh, do you have a jingle?" I'm like, I don't know how to make that. Yeah, man. Those of you guys that are watching, if you are curious, in the description below, you will find all of the information about Serg the Dreamer here. And we've got the Love Attack QR code up there. Give that a scan. Spotify, he's up everywhere. If you want to hire this guy to come in, play some music, all the info is in the description below. Check that out. This is the guy you need, man. I love it.
Thank you everybody for watching Eddie's show. We feel only happiness, don't feel any sorrow. Welcome everybody to watch more on his contact. Eddie Live Podcast. Eddie Live Podcast.
Improvisation, something like
Beautiful.
that. Yeah.
No, I'll take that. I'm going to clip that. I'm going to put it at the end, man. That's fantastic. Brother, man, thank you.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
My pleasure.
Amazing place, guys. I recommend you to visit.
Thank you.
Amazing location, amazing atmosphere.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And when it gets really like hopping, when there's music and there's singing and dance, it's a good spot, man. I can't wait to. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you hit me up, man. I appreciate
Thank you so
that.
much for the invitation.
And I really was thinking, February. We got to March. Like, that's a long time away. Yeah. So I'm always also impatient. So I'm like, let's just do 2 in one day. Let's go. Yeah. So let's go, brother. We did 2. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said earlier, if you are looking to get in contact with Serg the Dreamer, this man right here, in the description below, the Spotify and all of the links are down there. Check that out. Contact him directly. If you can't get a hold of him, message me and then I'll connect you to him.
And don't skip tonight's live stream.
That's right. We got another one at 7 p.m. tonight.
Coming.
Let's go we do 2 in one day. So now I'm going to get this man fed. Yeah, we'll see you guys not next week. We'll see you later.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.